if you're gonna be in the stream.
Yeah.
All right. I believe we just started. Let me pull it up on my phone to make sure.
Good idea.
Shared it. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna refresh here. We live, baby. We live, baby.
Woohoo.
We live, baby. Oh, not too bad of a delay
We
either.
live, baby.
Oh, good.
Okay. I see we got our boy KB in here. What's up, KB? Hey guys, don't tell anyone this. This is a YouTube hack. I'm gonna like my own video. Don't tell anyone. What's up, KB? What's up? He said hello. I'm gonna pull this shit up on my phone real quick.
Yeah, I got it on mine. I'm watching it on there, dude. I pulled it up on my laptop too, even more viewers. Another YouTube hack.
Another YouTube hack. Another YouTube W. Alright, we are I know we were gonna do it as a video, KB, but we decided that this might actually be more fun with like audience interaction. So like streaming is probably the streaming sounds fun for this one. It's not letting me pull this up. Hold on. I'm gonna have to follow the Discord link, maybe.
Probably.
Maybe it's because I am myself.
And some deep words from the
Some
beat
deep
man.
words. All right, I'm gonna play some music. First, let me get off that. I'm gonna play some music. Let me know if this is too loud, or let me know how the volume is. Try not to have the volume a little too high. I'm gonna shuffle it, or shuffle my whole playlist. All right. Still trying to get this whole thing figured out, man. When LS getting roasted, take cool offense. Hey, funny enough, so one of the main motivators for this specific like stream is, you know, there's always like the easy targets in the Monster Hunter community. Like for some reason people like to circle jerk like hunting horn guys or great sword dudes, or like the same like jokes get parroted over and over again. And longsword like always takes the brunt of like getting roasted. Like people are like, oh, I'm judging longsword players so bad. But it's like every weapon has like their funny quirks and their roastable mains and everything about it, and also their tired jokes and shit. So we thought it'd be kind of funny to just kind of like workshop some roasts with the gang, if anyone's hopping in to chill. Thought it'd be just kind of like a chill stream, just hanging out, shooting the shit. Birdie's gonna be joining us soon. I got Kunari in here. Kunari, talk for me real quick.
I'm just here chilling, dude. To reiterate, just kind of like a subtle warning, I don't like any weapon in Wilds. That's
like
a lie.
weapon?
I like all of them,
You
except for the bow
you
gun.
hate every main.
I love the weapons. I hate the people who use them.
I hate every main, dude.
I hate every main. Okay, if you pick up a weapon from the item box, you're not even playing the game right.
If you pick up,
just
you pick
you're
up a
supposed to
weapon
put
from the item
the throwing
box.
knives, put the throwing knives in your slinger and some barrel bombs in your item bar, and that's it. That's it.
KB said most definitely.
Funnily enough, I did see a 4-man squad kill a Climatris with nothing but throwing knives.
Nothing but throwing knives.
Nothing but throwing knives. It was one of the funniest shit I've seen, but it lasted forever. Because they did like
I imagine.
the most I've seen the knife do is like 15 in one take.
Should I post this shit on Twitter? I think I should.
The problem is it's on Twitter.
Yeah, true.
Twitter, more like apple fritter.
Apple fritter. Wait, it says we got 6 people watching. Hell yeah. I mean, 2 of them are us. the other 2 are my mom and grandma, and maybe the we know we got KB in here.
So that's 3. We got 3 more. We have your mom, your grandma. What about your wife? Did your wife watch your videos?
Nah, my wife thinks my videos are shit, and I don't blame her. I'm just kidding. She's very supportive, guys. She's very supportive.
Hey, she's very supportive.
She thinks what I do is very neat. Oh man. All right, hold on. I'm posting this shit on Twitter real quick. Maybe we can get some more people filling in. Oh, did y'all hear that coughing baby in the background? That was my wife. Let's see. We got some Subnautica playing in the playlist right now. How is the music coming in too loud or anything? What's good, Hofter? Oh, there, my wife isn't here. I'm Meat Man's number 1 fan.
That's my wife.
All right, how's Kunari's volume? Is it matching me a little bit? Is it too low, too high?
True. Do I need to speak up?
Well, I could always just turn you up or down in the Discord.
Speak up against bullying.
Sweet. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I'm worried about Birdie when he comes in. You never know when he's gonna come in. Homie is fashionably late.
There's a reason the first sticker we always make in Monster Hunter is Birdie, we ready.
Birdie does keep us waiting in the lobbies too. That was mostly a Monster Hunter Rise thing though. I'm glad he got a little better with that. I'm
glad he decided that he knew where the item box was and what was in it. I swear, dude, 15, 20 minutes looking in the item box. I'm like, what has he got in there?
Homie was in the item box more than the handler, dog. Almost done posting this to Twitter. We're doing some blitz marketing right now, guys.
I'll give $2 Canadian to whoever can get a Meat Man billboard on the side of the road.
A Meat Man billboard on the side of the road? $2 Canadian dollars?
$2 Canadian.
It goes hard.
Could be yours. Could be yours.
This music's kind of scary to me.
It's scary.
That is not the right, this is not the right one. What the? I actually posted a different link. Fought a toaster and GU, it was painful. Dog, Teostra is so annoying whenever the majority of his attacks are just straight up like 1 frame jumps and shit. Makes me so mad, dude. For real.
Yeah, dude.
That's why I actually I disliked his fight in Rise for the most part because of that.
Yeah, he got a bit better for me personally in Master Rank, and
his Risen fight was better.
His Risen fight was better. Yeah, he got it slightly better.
Yeah, his Risen fight was better.
Master Rank though.
But his he felt like an old world monster.
True. I guess we can only have one thing. We either get good Kushala or a good Teostra. You can't have both in one game, so.
True.
You can't have.
Unless you're playing GU where you don't get good either.
Unless you're playing GU. It's double or nothing.
Oh man. see your pin message, I assure you I'll take it personally and hold you accountable. You'll face my wrath if you speak ill of my preferred weapons. All right, Inquisitor Mexicano, what's your preferred weapon or weapons? Also, guys, we want to make this like interactive too. Like, we want you guys to be throwing in some roasts as well. I'm probably going to end up making this a full-fledged video as well with editing. Right now, this is kind of just like the brainstorming session, right? And so we're just kind of going over. Longsword's my favorite. Charge blade, because I started in for you. I'm just that basic. Hey, Birdie's favorite, if you know Birdie from the vids, his favorite's Charge Blade. So I'm definitely gonna give you both shit for it. I'm definitely gonna give you shit for it. My wife said Longsword is her favorite, and well, let's just say that she gets to play with the Longsword all the time. Just kidding, dude. She's over there on the couch laughing right now. I think the most annoying thing about only having one monitor is that I got a monitor chat on my phone whenever I'm not looking at YouTube or OBS. Dude,
you have like an old TV? Just use an old TV right above your setup.
Sadly, I don't. Or I don't have any space on my desk. I'm gonna get like a small like baby TV or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it'd be funny for like my future setup. I'm gonna have like 3 monitors, like the classic 3 monitor system, but then right above the 3 is just mounted on the wall. It's just like a flat screen TV.
Okay.
And that'll be for chat. That'll be for chat.
Or when you start your budding streaming career.
Yeah.
What's up, DUI Duelist? Swax was overly simplified. Dog, the centralization into FRS spam is so goofy. It's so goofy. But hey, I mean, Swax fans were basically like the Ooga Booga aggression mode people anyways. So, you know, maybe they needed it a little more simplified. Peak switch X. It still kills me to this day that they are everyone was like, man, in the beta I'm not able to do much damage at all unless I'm using this one super move, and their response was, hyper armor, here you go, you can have some hyper armor with this move to make you use it more often.
God.
Another Tokuda L. Armor. Another
even
Tokuda L.
The hyper armor would feel good, to be honest. Because it doesn't feel rewarding to just hyper armor. Say it looks cool sometimes, I'll admit. I did do it through a Raidao rail cannon once. But other than like the occasional like, oh, cool scene every 5 hunts, it doesn't feel good.
What's up, Senku? We're not you're not missing much, homie. We're waiting on Birdie.
As usual.
And then we're going through the brainstorm sesh. We figured before actually making the real video, we could just do a brainstorming session with all the dogs. Now I got Kunari in here already. He was just talking about how he FRS through a Raidao railgun.
Swag slander.
Oh, there's been a little bit of swag slander. Don't worry though, there's gonna be slander all around across the whole board. In fact, let me rearrange the tier list a little bit. So my main is Insect Glaive. That's gonna be the second one we get to. Birdie's is Charge Blade, be the 4th one. Kunari's is Bow. We'll put that there. We'll save the bow guns for last because nobody cares about them anyways. Am I right, boys? Am I right? What's your biggest roast to swag, Senku? How they managed to make a shittier longsword gameplay loop? KB, you're not lying. Wild's Insect Glaive is simultaneously doing too much, but also simultaneously not doing enough. Like who wanted their
focusing
weapon
on the wrong areas.
Well, it's like who wanted their weapon to change into, okay, you hold B and then you let it go and then you do a 4-move auto combo. And that's like what you're wanting to spam. It's so goofy. And not to mention, they made it to where you can do that auto combo if you have red buff. But if you don't have triple buff, you can't even do your regular advanced like moveset. It's so goofy. I don't know what they were thinking with that, man. But then again, it is a Tokuda game, and you know what? There might be some there might be more Tokuda slander than anything else. For real, for real.
What if Tokuda's still cooking? We're just like getting a like an appetizer right now. What if he's still cooking in there?
Still cooking. Yo, I'm seeing 10 people in chat now. If you're filling in, welcome, welcome. We're having a good time. We're waiting on my boy Birdie. Big brainstorming session. Hey, as we're hitting these different weapons, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on chat. I want to see some replies on you guys' end. I want to see some roasts coming from you, and there's a chance that it'll end up making it on the main channel in our actual roast video. So give us some good ones. I'm also gonna be reading off some ones from the Discord, just some highlight ones that I particularly thought were funny. So we're gonna definitely have some good times. Tokuda's last game didn't make single move because weapons other than World CB. And Tokuda's... Let me tell you something, bro. Tokuda is probably the most genius troll in Monster Hunter history. You remember whenever everyone was snapping photos of him like flicking off the camera because he was readjusting his glasses like he was Light Yagami? Homie was doing that on purpose. I swear, dog. I swear. The switch acts, like people crying about FRS, and he's like, okay, let's give him hyper armor. The insect glaive, like people wanting the controls to be better, and they're like, oh no, we think it's part of the skill expression. He's such a big troll, dude. Such a troll. Let's interconnect every map, but let's not make it accessible if you're in multiplayer doing an environment link, or if you're in the middle of a quest. There's so much like trolling going on, dude. I swear he's throwing. He's actually throwing on purpose. I've got random fire on, dude. I kind of want some more chill music. I'm gonna put on the Monster Hunter Jazz playlist.
I was gonna say the Expedition 33. Because holy hell, dude, they be cooking.
E33 would be fun, but it's like, it's intense though. Like, it's super intense.
There's some good relaxing tracks in there, dude.
There are, but you gotta sift through. Smack's getting 2 parries instead of mobility. Oh shit. You know what, while we're waiting on Birdie, let's find a video to watch or something. Anyone got any vid recommendations?
There's just one small channel, I don't know if you've heard of him. It's Monster Hunter Meat Man. He's pretty good, I guess.
Monster Hunter Meat Man? Cool. You know what, I bet he's probably got some I bet he's probably got some shitty videos, I'm not gonna lie. You guys want to check out this Monster Hunter Meat Man guy?
He's got some PowerPoint slide animations in his videos, dude. It's so weird.
All right, you know what? Let's go check out and roast this guy MH Meatman, and let's see like his most bombed out videos. Swapping over to the blue tube. Alright, we got MH Meatman. Look at this clickbait thumbnail. Absolute slop, dude. Can't believe this shit. You guys are getting me to watch this guy? Can't take this seriously, dude. Let's see. Let's look at his oldest shit. Yo, he ripped my thumbnail, dude.
No.
6 months ago, dude? All right, let's see. Look at these shitty views, dude. 344, 384. This guy fell
Dude.
off. 227.
He'll never make it. He'll never make it.
This guy fell off. This guy actually fell off. Which is the one with my charge blade edit?
I think.
Wait, no, that's not. Oh, I remember. That's the one with Birdie playing through the beta because I wasn't able to play.
Oh yeah, because you got him to do it for you.
Yeah. Inquisitor Mexicano said the me guy sounds like someone who would make light, easily digestible videos.
True.
You know what?
True.
He used to. He sure used to. Oh shit. Sinku said, yeah, Meatman Streams is definitely not affiliated with MH Meatman. You're damn right, dude. I would not be even close to affiliated with that like shitty YouTuber, dude. We should watch some Cuda for old time's sake. Is Ardean farming worse or better than Streamstone farming? Ardean farming is not good, but it's still better than Streamstone farming in a lot of ways. Because you can save scum Ardean weapons, like rolls,
right.
It does make it overall less RNG reliant. If you couldn't save scum Ardean rolls, it would be way worse than Streamstones. But to put it in perspective, Streamstone farming and Monsterhunterworld, getting the highest rarity weapons augmented wasn't too bad. Now it still sucked, don't get me wrong, but hero Streamstones were you only needed one of them. So like if I wanted to augment my insect glaive, you would have to get one hero Streamstone shaft. And I don't mean shaft as in your wee. I mean shaft. I don't know why they named it that. Maybe it's because of the handle of the weapon. But you would need just one. And so I was able to augment my Nergigante insect glaive, but I never got to augment my Devil Joe insect glaive because you needed 2 warrior Streamstones that correspond with it. Now, for some reason, I got warrior and hero Streamstones out the wazoo for whatever the lance needed. Part of the reason why I even picked the lance up as my secondary weapon. But I never got to augment my Devil Joe insect glaive because I was never able to get 2 warrior Streamstone shaft. That shit's ass. I've got 6 perfect roll Ardean weapons, and I farmed less for the Ardean weapons than I did for the Streamstones. So I think if save scumming didn't exist, the Ardean weapons would be worse. But if save scumming didn't, wait, maybe I just repeated myself. Yeah, Ardean weapons, save scumming, that makes it better. If it didn't have it, it would probably be worse than Streamstones if we're trying to go for perfect rolls. All right, let's see. Where the hell is Birdie, dude? Do you mind messaging him? Do you mind messaging him?
I don't know why you're surprised, dude.
True. Birdie's a snake. Everyone Birdie L in the comments, or Birdie L in chat whenever we're done with this. Shit, dude. Let's see. Actually, let's find a video that got like shit views, but I kind of enjoyed it. You know what? You guys want to react to the Cuda vid?
We're gonna react to a reaction.
We're gonna react to a reaction, a reactception. What's up, Hitman? You got the mod pack that reverts Iceborne changes to base world? Oh hell yeah. Is it like base world like pre-title updates so that you can utilize the more overpowered version of Rocksteady and Max Might?
What was the nerf to Rocksteady? I wasn't around for that life cycle.
Rocksteady got nerfed in, I think, duration and cooldown. I think I think both of them got nerfed. It came out really strong. Yeah. It wasn't as strong as Temporal Mantle was whenever it dropped.
Oh no, Temporal is just free.
Well, Temporal was just a straight minute of complete invulnerability. Besides Chip For some reason, temporal didn't proc on chip.
I guess because it's not direct damage or something.
There's also Max Might and Wex pre-nerf. The Kuda review really was refreshing. You're damn right. Kuda was actually onto something. Yeah, Kuda actually was onto something. Let's see. All right. While we're waiting on Birdie, we'll react to one of this guy's shitty videos. So a little background on Monster Hunter Wilds weapons in a nutshell, and a Monster Hunter Wilds weapons be like. I was strictly going off of what they were revealing in the weapon trailers, and so some of it I nailed, but some of it I didn't nail too much. Have you seen every monster ranked in Monster Hunter World by Sebastian Benedict? You can skim through it because it's long. That's the 5-hour one, right? I feel like seeing a specimen dad get lost on an island, never interacted with the outside world. Yeah. Kuda felt completely detached from the Monster Hunter community. Most people, like, even if they say that they're not a part of the community, most people still like at least look at some of the opinions that go around. But Kuda like literally didn't look at one single thing. It was nuts, just how detached he was. Should be revered as the truest Monster Hunter Wilds hater. Well, actually, we don't know what he if he's even played the real game. That's the thing with Kuda. He hasn't made a video since his beta videos. What's good, Scrambled? What's good, Finalis? I'm gonna keep saying your name in different ways until you tell me if I got it correct or not. Hitman, give the next mobile game direction to Kuda. You know what? I'm gonna be real. If Kuda got his mitts on development, we might have a good Monster Hunter on our hands. We might have a good Monster Hunter on our hands.
Get this man at side games. Get the man at side games, dude.
True. All right, let's see. Monster Hunter Wilds weapons be like. We'll get a Zaxby's ad. This guy has ads on his vid.
Sauce and melty cheese.
Can't believe this. So that one was about the Swax counter. The Swax counter. Zaxby's. But not the good kind of Hey Jay. True, dude. No, Kuda could have Hey Jay'd. He could have actually turned Hey Jay. But he didn't, dude. He doubled down on his original vid, and then he just like dipped.
God, I remember that in his apology video where he said he doesn't apologize. Like,
yeah, he was like, I don't think I was wrong. I don't apologize, or I apologize for saying the way I did, but I don't think I was wrong. I stand by everything I said. The rivers of blood comparison.
Of a bitch.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
The stilling the ability to roll in the middle of your super attack, a perfect rush. He was so honest, I couldn't find him to hate him. He's the opposite opinion, even if I had the opposite opinions. Kuda had like a form of charisma that just kind of drew you in. I think it was just his energy and his passion. I kept saying it throughout the video. I was like, I like this guy's style. If he just kind of like went for a more informed approach, like there is a place for bombastic energy in the Monster Hunter community. I mean, it's all over the place for YouTube in general, but there's a place for that. I mean, take a look at me. I mean, I make a 1 second, I make a 4.5 hour long vent piece, boring ass video, and then I'm making smasher pass lists on Monster Hunter, like rug pulling everybody. Like, you know, you don't have to follow like a specific archetype, and it's not like I'm the pinnacle of Monster Hunter content. And hey, guys, I made it. You know, like I only got like 3K views on the Smasher Pass list. But as far as like making content that people will enjoy or watch, there's a handful of the people, or the dogs, or the boys, or just in general that enjoy that crazy shit. So it's like there is a place for all sorts of things in the community. I mean, we have monotone speedrunners crushing insane times, and they talk like this, and they get crazy views. Well, maybe not crazy, but like there's literally a place for everybody. Kuda could have literally nestled in under the big muscly wings of the Monster Hunter community, and Hey Jade in here, dude. Kuda was ahead of his time. He was not a Switch X main, but a Switchblade main. Kuda was a Clutch Claw main, dude. I called that shot like Babe Ruth, dude. I called that shot like Babe Ruth.
Why'd you have to mention that? Why did you have to mention
The adept dodge. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the Tokuda head in the corner. Wait, not Tokuda, Ryozo, my bad. And Quinchino Mexicano's hitting it hard with the Kuda Claw, dude. That's nuts. Oh yeah, wire step.
He's back.
Not wire step, keeping sway. That's right. So whenever he armored through that, I thought that it was going to be more significant than it really is.
Yeah.
But it didn't end up being that significant.
That's what it's all about. The skies belong to me.
Yeah, that blue control armor doesn't really do much knockback, so you can't really get knocked out by it.
Yeah. Oh, this is what I memed on Insect Glaive for not having it aerial anymore. By showcasing like Sunbreak's crazy aerial. This music's from Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Meanwhile,
You back into the air for a chain of teleportation, which was admittedly a huge drag to discover. But the loss of that goofy fun is at least.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was before they added it back.
Yeah,
The aerial pop up.
They were dudes literally drafting essays about, guys, this is actually a good thing. Guys, this is a good thing for Insect Glaive. Oh shit, dude. Oh, my friend hates Aerial Glaive. Aerial Glaive in World is dog shit. If you did a Kinsect slash with Diving Wyvern setup in Sunbreak, it could actually do pretty decent damage. Especially, or like even just through, Sunbreak. It did get power creeped by Elemental later on, but with some fun, like curious crafting setups, you can actually kind of overcome that a little bit. I actually had a funny build that I would run. It was the Amatsu Glaive, which gave you 10% extra damage on wire bug skills. And since Diving Wyvern's a wire bug skill, it'd affect that directly. And I would also run Frostcraft, and I would run Sneak Attack, which gave you a 20% damage increase if you're hitting enemies within like a certain angled threshold behind their head. And so you could easily hit like 2.2k damage Diving Wyverns on Valstrax's wing. And that's after doing like to 800 plus damage Kinsect attacks. So like you could do some pretty decent damage. It just required some extra setup. Yeah, Sinku. I'll have to like show off that build and shit. That is something I do want to talk about at some point. It was one thing that Sunbreak did really well is it had so many different avenues for increasing damage and so many different like unique skills that people could run, and the switch skill system. So people could run like literally so many different things. I literally had a longsword setup that was reliant on hyper armor and didn't really counter at all. It sounds goofy, I know, but it was literally based around hyper armor and not countering, because you could pretty much cheese hyper armor with certain skills, and including like Intrepid Heart, which was I think, was it Flaming Espinus or was it Violet Mizutsune?
Intrepid Heart was Espinus, Flaming Espinus.
Flaming Espinus, yeah. Intrepid Heart would literally consume knockback for one attack. And it was also like a 50% damage decrease. It's like you could do all sorts of funny shit.
Not only that, but level 2 of Intrepid Heart would deal like a good chunk of explosion damage back on the monster.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that significant. It wasn't that significant.
It's hella funny though.
It is a funny concept, like the fact that you just do damage for getting hit.
So funny. And there's videos of people setting up kills with that. Like, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Now that I'm looking back, Sunbreak had the good kind of skill below it as opposed to World because there were so many unique skills. Yeah. Sunbreak did have like its clear winners as far as skill goes in a lot of ways, but there were so many different other good skills that you could get away with running unorthodox setups.
A lot of them work together too. They didn't like clash or anything.
Yeah. So like, for example, if you wanted to run Berserk, most people only ran it for Element, but you could make it work on raw setups as well, because Berserk Strife would give you 20% affinity just for being in Berserk. And then you could also run Max Might, which was literally 30% extra affinity 100% of the time because you're always infinite stamina whenever you're in Berserk. And so yeah, that was 50% affinity off the rip just from your armor skills and talisman. And if you Max Might also had the unique premise of it was the only like out of weakness exploit, crit boost, like all these different skills or crit eye and everything. It was the only one that had a like level 2. Like you could slot in 2 Max Might into one slot. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was the one you got access to the earliest. I know that you didn't get certain like crit decos until anomaly rank 240. So I can't remember exactly like all of the details, but there was like significant reason why Max Might was not just good even like later, but you could also run it earlier. I always ran Berserk for GS just because he's nuts from Berk.
Is it a reference? Is that a reference?
I didn't like how to get all the skills for the setup in Rise. The Curious crafting system was the problem people had with Curious crafting was that they didn't know how to grind it proper. So funny enough, in like 500 hours of Rise Sunbreak Xbox, with like 125 of those hours spent in base Rise, by the end of that time, which was the equivalent of like 300 something hours plus, I had killed all the special investigations, all 58. I was AR 300, and I had, I think, 33 weapons fully augmented, and I also had multiple interchangeable armor sets with like the same armor like pieces that I would want, but I had Frostcraft setups, I had Mail of Hellfire setups, all of these different bread and butter setups. But the thing is, I hoarded all of my I hoarded all of my supplies to spend it all strategically. So one of the problems people had early on with curious crafting was they were shooting for specific skills. When really early on, you should only shoot for slot upgrades because you don't lose anything for slot upgrades.
You would lose like elemental defenses for slots. But that was really it.
Yeah, or if you got to, I think it was like AR 60 or 80, I don't remember. You would unlock the curious crafting rolls where you could actually roll off a skill for like max slots. And you could pick armor pieces where there was a skill that you just didn't want. So for example, if you use like Risen Shagaru chest that has free element, or it has ammo up and razor sharp. No, it has ammo up and handicraft. You could roll off ammo up if you're using Blade Master weapons. Like things like that. One thing that I always did, because I used Berserk a lot, was Chaotic Gore arms and legs were the only ones. They also had Bloodlust on them. Bloodlust made Berserk annoying to play with. So I would actually roll off Bloodlust and I would get those armor slots. So if you're getting slotted up, you can just fill in the blanks of the decos, hoard your materials, you augment your weapons that you feel most comfortable with to help you speed farm anomaly quests. And basically that feeds into this. I was able to bang out full Mail of Hellfire or Frostcraft setups in less than an hour of hitting the slot machine. And I wouldn't have to like go in between every quest and then go back to the slot machine and hit it and just fail over and over again and build frustration. No, I had my fighting time and I had my gambling time. And so I was trying to be efficient with my resources while also having realistic expectations for the skills that I wanted. And after some time, I built up my, everything properly. And I didn't really waste any resources or time other than the gambling that I was having to do. But hell, there were people gambling in the Safi Jiva bullshit. And their shit got power crept within a title update. That shit was so funny to me. I will forever laugh at people that grinded Kulf Teroth and Safi Jiva over and over again, only for them to get power crept, dude. I will forever laugh at them. I will never not laugh at them for that. Yeah, chaotic. A lot of people kept Bloodlust because Bloodlust was really fucking good. But if you were running Berserk and you got hit and you needed to shift out, but you were also bloodlusted and like your frenzy had just run out, you were kind of fucked. your health was bye-bye. And so that was the funny thing about Bloodlust in general, was the concept of people, because even to this day, most people were like, yeah, Berserk's ass. It's not very good. It's too much to manage. If you pop an immunizer, if you use Feline Health Up level 3 Dongo skill, which is guaranteed 100% of the time if you're using a ticket, and if you have Kushala Blessing 3, which was super recovery, you could actually overheal the Berserk health drain. And if you're running a healing Palico, you could get the Feline Healing Bat, and you could eat like 3 or 4 hits before you even needed to shift out of Berserk with that prog. So like there was all sorts of funny stuff you could do in Berserk. It was to be honest, Berserk is the most overpowered, ridiculous skill that's ever existed in Monster Hunter. To be honest, it takes some minimal setup, and you are literally unkillable as long as you can time your shifts properly. Or you can be like Kunari and get spit on by a special investigation Great Azuchi in the middle of your shift.
Man, not only that, right after he spat on me and just killed me with that, which was fucking crazy. This was level 300. Was it 300 or was it special investigation?
It was special investigation. Great Azuchi.
It was.
Yeah, you got Birdie got bisected, right, and then you got immediately spit on.
Yeah,
like
because I think I was laughing at it because he got hit by the entire boy band.
Yeah, the boy band bisected him.
God.
The funny thing was, like, Muricon, like, there were so many people that farmed Kulv and Safi weapons, dude. There were so many. First off, Kulv was funny because only 2 weapons in World were actually really good with Element. And then Safi was funny because literally if you just waited until the next update, Raging Bracky weapons were just as good as Safi Blast for raw. Now, like there were like certain like niche weapons. It's like if you wanted to run shield spread, heavy bowgun and Iceborne, you would need the Safi burst cannon. I think that was the name of it. And then I think Kulv, I can't remember if it was for spread or for sticky and base. And Kulv Glutton was what everyone was shooting for. So there was like some raw meta shit like locked behind them, but damn, dude, yeah, there was so much RNG bullshit, and it would just get power crept. It was bad. It was bad. My prediction is that Chaotic Gore will have Berserk as a set bonus. I don't know, dude. Berserk was so strong. It was so, and like not many people in the community took advantage of it because they didn't understand they didn't understand it. But for someone like me that's lazy as shit, I'm like, I want to take the path of least resistance to AR 300, you know? So I'm not mad dogging enough to want to focus up and sweat my balls off. Like anomaly rank 220 to 300, fighting Risen Shaggaroo Hazard, getting one tapped by his bullshit just because I don't want to grab Spearbirds, you know? So like Berserk was the natural option for me. It also happened that there were some fun like little weapon synergies that went along with it. And it also helps that the standard like elemental meta was either burst strife or for some weapons ended up being like dereliction strife and shit like that with Mel of Hellfire. There was a lot of different avenues for increasing damage. Like I said, it was just Sunbreak was nutty. Sunbreak was nutty. Oh, Strife was ridiculous. Strife was very ridiculous. That's one of the reasons why Berserk was so strong as well, is the fact that you could have Strife proc 24/7 while also having the capability to eat multiple hits that would classically one-shot you. Berserk would make resentment more viable, but the problem is Berserk's just too strong. There doesn't need to be Berserk. They don't need to do it again. I took advantage of it in Sunbreak, but they don't need to do it again. Because if the community actually finds out how to use that shit, there's going to be some ridiculous bullshit that they create to counter it. Like absolutely ridiculous bullshit. If it ends up becoming like some kind of meta thing. Brady said he'll be on soon, by the way.
Now this changes the flow of combat a lot. And
this is back when I was using the Toonami like slide in thing. And I like input all that shit myself. I might bring that back one day, but I've recently just started like having this in the corner and everything.
The flow of
makes it a little easier.
A lot.
And it keeps the credit out like the entire time. So maybe just for small clips. I'm not sure.
Know your f***ing place, trash.
Berserk light.
Good tone. I got good tone. I got tone. Fire it.
During Frenzy, all your health is red, but after Frenzy is cleared, it goes back to green. That'd be like situational skills like that end up being more trouble than they're worth, to be honest. Yeah. That's definitely an interesting idea, though. It's definitely an interesting, maybe something around that ballpark. I'm not sure. The bubble blowing babies. Oh, the little music video. Oh, dude. What a shitty video, am I right, guys? Surely he won't fuck up Chaotic Gore and Shaggy. That's if they add Chaotic Gore and Shaggy. For real, for real. To be honest, I'm not sure what route they're gonna go from here. The story is nutty. Arkveld came out of extinction out of nowhere. Like, it just had a random egg. What dropped that egg, dude? A stork? Is the DLC final boss gonna be a stork? You know what I mean? Like, that shit is nuts. And then the Guardian monsters, we've no doubt not seen the last of them. They're probably gonna definitely have more of those. The Frenzy virus was bugged. Do we know if they ever fixed the HP bug? Because I haven't fought a single Frenzy monster since, you know, they even mentioned that it was bugged. So I don't know what's going on Capcom's end. Zenith Gore like Frontier. Inquisitor Mexicano said he dropped the Arkveld egg. A new variant. No, they still die fast. Damn, KB. Yeah, it's a shame that the frenzy monsters die so fast. Here's when we fight unlimited tempered Arkvelds is me. Arkveld can be like Nurg, where they can respawn without a mate. Well, the problem is there was no original Arkveld, Senku. Like, it was the only Arkveld left was the Guardian Arkveld, which was a artificial creation. And then regular Arkveld just egg out of nowhere. Immaculate conception. Shit's nuts. Shit's nuts. Bernie should be here soon, dude.
He said 15 minutes.
Fuck it, dude.
But that was...
Let's see.
Where he said 15 minutes, 18 minutes ago. No?
Nah.
It was longer.
Homie's struggling with life right now, I guess. All right, you know what? While we're waiting on Birdie, I'm gonna play some Monster Hunter Jazz, and I'm gonna read off some of the riffs from the Discord, some of the roasts. All right. First off, let me check chat. It was all me. I made it with Arkveld to repopulate. All right, Funnels, you took the Smasher Pass list a little too serious, dog. Literally just spawned. Senku said, I don't know, the devs know what they want it to be. Isn't it like 2 a.m. for Birdie? Birdie lives in degen hours, dude. I don't know what he's doing right now though. Talking about the story makes me feel conflicted. I want MH to keep being whimsical and not really bothering to explain every single thing, but I can tell they want to make more of a serious story. Stream too hot, put phone in the freezer. What's up, Nick? Good to have you, homie. Yeah, fucking I'm gonna go ahead and rattle off some of the riffs from the Discord. I'm not gonna use mine though. Alright, let's see. We got Gordon Ramsay said just place icons for bow guns and bows on the balloons tower defense map. Terrible, terrible roast, Gordon. It means that I gotta work. All that woke was enough to make Guardian Arc lay eggs. Europeans don't have sleep schedules, straight up vampires. Dude, that's why Dracula is has that European accent, dude. People were clowning me because I'm an IG main, so they were calling me French. Fucking J Sweet Monte ass. Public hunting horn players chilling at the ass of the monster for the entire hunt. We had a guy in mono. He said charge blade players desperately try to convince people that their weapon is more than just greatsword with foreplay required for charged attacks. That one's pretty good. If we're talking about wilds though, Swags players are the ones trying to convince people that their player is more than greatsword with foreplay required. Since they decided to basically swap how Charge Blade and Swax like to do things. Hammer mains and hunting horn mains. It's something about those blunt weapon guys that with the smooth ends, they only have like one word jokes. Hammer mains with the bonk and the hunting horn mains with the doot. Doot bros, bonk bros, doot bros, bronc bros. I didn't mean to say Brock bros. Bronco
Brock
bros. We're Bronco bros, bro. Let's see. Hitman in chat said Hammer mains focus so much on head because they get none IRL.
Oh god.
Oh shit. Oh. If you are not active in that way, don't feel bad, guys. Don't feel bad. It'll come in time. And I'm not talking about your dick. Let's see. I think that was Birdie that just joined.
Yeah, is it okay with West joining too? Just listening. I told her no soundboard.
Give her permissions. Give her permissions.
I did.
Sweet. Yeah. I think Birdie's coming a little loud. What do you guys think? Do I need to turn him down?
Oh shit. Who's watching?
We got 14 and or if my thing is right, we got 14. It was wrong the other day.
You guys think killer spare birdie boy.
All right. So we do have Birdie here now. I'll keep running down this list real quick.
All right.
Let's see. Mogan mains are just failed FPS players who got demolished by a 10-year-old in a COD lobby. Someone said that the reason why I like Expedition 33 so much is because I'm supporting my fellow French countrymen being an IG main. Sound is okay. The vid is louder than y'all. Finally, Birdie.
Bogan mains are Bogan players are kids that got bullied in school that now just want to bully something else. They can't fight back.
Bruh. Spooky, it was good, homie. Glad to have you. Scrambled said SNS mains are mad that the only oils they can hunt with now are slathered on their controllers.
That's a good one.
That one was goated. Scrambled.
That's good.
Why is the insect glaive French? The meme goes back to 4U, where insect glaive mains would spam mount basically, and for some reason there was a disproportionately large amount of French insect glaive players, and because the auto shoutouts, they would say "Je suis monté" in your chat.
What does that mean anyway? I forgot.
I think it's "I've mounted the monster" or something like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or
That
I've
actually makes sense.
mounted or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like I don't speak French, dude. The only French
gotta
I
cry on
speak
here.
is French fry or French toast. It's the only French I speak. Zune said, "When Bowmain's card, it sounds like Lego pieces scattering on the ground."
Yeah, it's true. It's true. As the bowman, I can actually confirm this. It is true.
SNS players drop common loot.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, shit, dude.
Oh. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me something to drink before we begin.
All right. Anyone, Hoff there said, anyone you use a ranged weapon is a Conchu sympathizer, insect glaive included. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know what he means by that. Only French I speak is Claire Obscure. You're damn right, Zaid. At least I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Maybe Zaid. Glad to have you, bro. Hofter said a single bull drum has more brain cells than every hammer main combined. GS mains are Omega Gooners. Why do you think they focus on tails?
And the stream has almost no delay too. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I've got it on the ultra low latency and everything.
Well, that's what I mean. Like it's a second maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I still don't
I
think
have
it
it running
says like snappy as Twitch, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was black screened, guys.
Oh yeah, there's nothing.
Oh, I didn't realize I was black screened. Okay, there we go.
Oh, what? The hearing the delay is trippy. I need to mute the stream.
Yeah, you need to mute
Oh
the
my
stream. Mute the stream. Okay, actually brushing up on the last ones. Trying to see. Only time you actually see an IG main is when the notification pops up for them carding. Alright, Hitman.
Wait, where do you see those chats? I can't see them. What the hell?
It's in the weapon roast submission.
Oh! I'm looking at the YouTube chat.
Winalaw said it was black screen ever since you started denying your French. The French agents were getting on my ass, dude. The GIGN were right on my ass.
Wait, where is the thread?
It's in Discord.
No, I mean, yeah, I know, but where?
Under content discussion.
Oh, I found it.
Speaking of, shout out to Wild's IG mains for championing returning Mustard to its roots. PSP claw grip. Zane said GS mains will call it missing every attack peak gameplay, even with focus mode. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright. Well, Kunari just stepped away to get some water.
Oh,
I
thank you,
think.
Senku. Thank you, Senku. I found it.
Alright, everyone's
I
here?
did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, bro.
Hell yeah. Okay. For everyone that has been just hanging out, thanks for hanging out. Brady,
That's the end of the stream. See you guys next
yeah,
time.
that's the end of the stream. See you guys. I'm just kidding. Mime denying his French roots, not only an IG man, but also plays Expedition 33.
True.
Hey man, hey, it's a good game. It's a
The
good
game's so
game.
good, I almost believed in the French.
What's
dude.
up, Epsilon? Good to see you. Good to see you. We are chillaxing right now. We just got everyone on. As we go through each weapon, I want to see some roasts on you guys' end. Remember, we're not roasting anyone specifically. We're just,
Except for Birdie.
Well, yeah, true.
Nah, I'm gonna roast you.
Birdie's a Charge Blade main. I'm an IG main. Kunari's a bow main. If you want to throw some some personal shit our way, feel free to.
It sounds like holy shit of like bullying right there, dude.
Everyone's
like,
already bullying me
longsword
for being French. Everyone's already bullying me for being French. I'm not even French, dude.
That's what a French would say.
That's what a French would say. As you can see, we have 4 different categories. None of them are positive. So the principle of our roasting video is in the Monster Hunter community, there's these funny stereotypes where like you'll see like what kind of Monster Hunter weapon, what your Monster Hunter weapon says about you. And it'll always be the same shit every time. Dual blades are weeaboos. Longsword, nobody likes you, and you didn't get attention from your parents. Hunting horn mains, there's only 3 of you, but we love you. You guys are gods. And then, like always the same shit every fucking video. It's smothering, dude. Every year it's the same thing. So we're taking it a step further. We hate everybody. we're gonna roast everybody. Fuck everybody.
What
dude.
is segue?
So,
what is segue?
We got the principle. we hate everybody, and we are going to go. The lowest level of hatred is just put it back in the item box. If someone's like, "Yo, dude, I want to play Sword and Shield," the type of shit that'll make you say, "Put it back in the item box, you son of a bitch." The next one is, "I'm kicking this one instantly." Basically, the whole energy of it's on site. If I see someone with this weapon joining in, insta kicked. Look at the next one. Insta banned, uninvited to my birthday party. And also, I'm just gonna throw this in here, unfriended on Roblox. Okay, you're also unfriended on Roblox. And then finally, the biggest source of hatred, we're gonna LTG people and mods uninstall their life right now.
Oh my god.
We will we'll be discussing it. We're doing the brainstorming session though, so we're gonna be coming up with our own roast. You guys hit us with some roast in the comments, and then we'll kind of like we will vote on where we want to place them, and then you guys can comment what you guys want. And I'll just kind of, free ball it. And that's not even a good phrase to describe it. I'm free balling right now, by the way. And I'm just going to look at the comments and everything. And we are going to place them where I think everyone is kind of leading towards. Yeah, so let's get this started. Actually, real quick, Inquisitor Mexicano said, "It's always the same shit. If I have to hear the 10-page tutorial joke about Charge Blade, I'll lose my mind." You're not wrong, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, Charge Blade it takes so much knowledge. Yo, what's up, Chawezi? I hope I'm saying that right. Chawezi, what's up? Chawezi. Hey, we go way back.
What a name.
We go way back.
We go to the summer of '07.
Chawezi is an IG main just like me. We go flying in the air together. Je suis monté style.
You hold hands?
We hold hands in the air.
Their Kinsects, guys, their Kinsects actually have their 3rd date this weekend. Everyone say congratulations.
Epsilon said he just got a glass of Wilk. Hell yeah, Epsilon. Hey, I've got some milk. You know what? Okay, quick Wilk break. You guys are ready to hear me drink some Wilk. Here we go. Oh, I got a Wilk mustache,
Wilk
baby.
From the source.
Zide said it's either the floor is lava or just sweet Monte fried G. Senka said we need revisionist history to make hunting horn the hardest weapon in the game. We will have some revisionist history. Oh, another little thing. This is going to be about basically the whole series. So if you've got a roast for Wilds, you can throw it out there. If you got a roast for World, you can throw it out there. Just throw a roast for any of these.
Hell, if you've got one from Monster Hunter 1 for the PlayStation, go ahead and throw it out.
If you got a roast for Monster Hunter 1 on the PS2. Funlaw said, Meat Man's gonna be Milkman after today. Hitman said, Homelander's proud right now. Josie said, I actually play Longsword. I haven't showered in weeks.
Sounds like a Longsword, man.
Checks out. You and the Charge Blades.
Guys, I think we have a pro in chat right now, dude.
All right, guys. Our first victim is gonna be the Sword and Shield. Let me tell you something about the Sword and Shield, brothers. The Sword and Shield users better be glad Crapcom gave them plot armor, Because if the world was actually believable, these weak-chinned bitches would just be cleaning teeth with those toothpicks, okay? There's no way. There's no shot. Some little doozy, little boy with a tiny sword is gonna beat the shit out of a Rajang with that shit, dude. There's no way.
You're fighting with a fucking frying pan and a kitchen knife. Like, come on, man.
Frying pan and a kitchen knife. True. You might as well be. They're playing PUBG out here, dude. This shit's nuts.
God, at least the PUBG freaking frying pan is good for something. Like, at least it can do a little bit of something. So, like, the only thing smaller than the sword for Sword and Shield, okay, is all the attention it gets. Because, like, you're playing with beginner gear. Like, you look like an actual background character every hunt, dude. I do not see you. I see you maybe once or twice.
Default skin NPC.
Maybe once or twice.
SNS mains and NPCs of Monster Hunter. Oh, we got SNS so bad that Monster Hunter 1 dual blades are an actual upgrade of the SNS. The good ending. SNS mains are egotistical with how versatile the weapon is supposedly is. Ain't no way in the weapons he picks Sword and Shield. Why even play Monster Hunter? Sword and Shield is choice paralysis made manifest. Like, you just have Sword and Shield in your hands and you can't decide to play a cooler weapon.
SNS is also for people with commitment issues because they ain't committing to any attack or something in real life. So.
That's commitment issues. Like, SNS mains, they act like they're so cool just because they can heal without sheathing, but their sheath speed is so fast they might as well just sheath. There's no point to them healing without sheathing.
Let me save half a second by just not sheathing, bro.
But hey, one thing we can say about the SNS mains is that their weapon is more complex than Charge Blade, at least.
Depending on the game.
True. Depending on the game. True.
I can't even say anything about Wild's CB, man. It truly feels kind of brain
Wild's Charge Blade, you mean wannabe swags?
It's not even that, I don't even know what it is now, bro. It has like Charge Blade right now is an identity crisis. I swear to God.
I gotta bring us back to Scrambled's SNS mains are mad because the oils they can use now are the oils on their controller. Oh shit. We're gonna make an easy weapon main something flashy like dual blades or longsword.
Don't even get me started on dual blades.
Alright, so SNS, we roasted them up. We roasted them up a little bit. True. Let's see. I feel like we did go a little hard on it, but I feel like we didn't like I feel like we put it back in the item box SNS. We didn't like go extra hard on them. What do you guys think?
I'm thinking
I'm
just put it back in the item box.
I'd say I'm just kicking the, because like not much is gonna change anyways. So I mean,
you're probably gonna kick every main though.
You know what? You're right. Just put everything there.
I'm thinking put it back in the item box because like our main gripes were with SNS were like, you guys aren't creative. You guys are NPCs. You guys look like background characters and default skins.
Yeah, true.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so put it back in the item box. What do y'all think in chat? What do y'all think?
I would say that, yeah.
So basic, not even worth the effort of hitting it. Just put it back in the item box.
All right, that's all. That's all we needed. Just it's going in the box.
Oh, fucking I think Hitman's phrased it perfectly, dog. All right, guys.
Yeah.
This one is the best weapon in the series, the best weapon in every single game it's in. The insect glaive, guys. I have nothing but very positive and kind things to say about insect glaive mains. They are all super sexy and intelligent, and they make the best Monster Hunter videos ever.
Okay, man, just because you're dancing on the stripper pole, that's not sexy, man. That's not sexy.
Listen. IG mains spend 75% of the hunt chasing colors like a kid on Easter. Like, that's exactly what you do in 70% of the hunt. You're chasing colors like a kid on Easter.
An Easter egg hunt, every hunt.
Every hunt is an Easter egg hunt. Like,
Bro, just say you're afraid to fight the monster for real.
Put the
No, they're
fries in
scary,
the
but they're not
bag.
that scary.
Singa said put the fries in the bag. On the real, IG players got to get off the stripper pole if they want to be taken seriously, for real, for real.
Yeah, I don't even know where did all that freaking fly always stuff start.
Insect,
It's not that fun.
Insect Glaive
It's not that
players, they commune with cockroaches in real life.
True, that's why Dima likes him so much. He's a bug man.
Insect Glaive main are the
God.
most committed to humping the monsters. Insect Glaive mains literally give up DPS to look cool. They still think aerial attacks are cool. Despite 3,000 hours doing the same thing with the weapon. But alas, the fly always started with the French.
God, insect mains, they jump around, they have somewhere to be, but they never land where it matters. I'll see them land right in front of an attack. As if they complain, like, oh, we used it to a dodge, but you land right in front of an attack? Okay, buddy, okay.
Insect Glaive mains are hated by everyone so much that the Capcom devs literally trolled them with a shitty control scheme.
Insect glaives are so hated that they're all French. That's why.
You know what the funny part is? They even reverse the aerial controls, as if Capcom is like trying to make him stop. You know, like, guys, we get it, but please get back on the ground. Get back on the ground, please.
Great coward weapon. Don't have to worry about him actually fighting the monsters when you're flying above them. It'll never be as cool as a dragon. Insect Glaive mains the perfect French weapon. You can retreat at will.
Bro,
Oh shit.
that's funny. Holy shit.
Guys, don't go too hard. You're hurting my feelings. Guys, you're hurting my feelings. Having an IG main in 4-player hunts is just the same as having 3 hunters. Literally bullied Capcom into letting them fly again in Wilds.
Bro, I even forgot about that. You're right, Epsilon. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I forgot about. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Capcom
because they
tried to
removed
stick with
the
the
bounce. Yeah,
but
they
everyone
removed the
cried
bounce.
so much like a baby. Jesus Christ.
Insect Glaive is so universally hated that after every iteration where it's even remotely decent, it gets
It goes backwards.
it gets horrifically changed or nerfed.
It's evolving,
real.
but just backwards.
Oh man. Okay.
We'll never have a Sunbreak IG again.
All right, guys, we're
Probably.
moving away from Insect Glaive. You guys are hurting my feelings, dude.
Alright, put it in the
Boo.
box.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. To be honest, I think Insect Glaive main should uninstall their life. IG
Oh
mains
my
are so
God.
friendless they have to play the one weapon that gives them an extra body.
Okay, let's go at it. Holy shit.
Oh,
That's really good, Nick. Jesus.
what would do more DPS? A flying stick with a bug on the air, a saxophone with airfields? Probably the saxophone. All right, what do you
Guys,
guys
you can blow the
think?
monster's eardrums out.
We think uninstall their life or insta ban uninvited to the birthday party.
I'm kicking them from every hunt. Like, as soon as I see...
You're
Jesus,
only
you
only
join.
kicking? That's milder
Yeah.
than these two.
Dude, because think about it. If I kick you from the hunt, you have to think about what you did. You have to sit there and think about what you did.
I don't know.
I want them to
Inquisitor
reflect. I
Mexicano
want
is
them
bringing
to
up a good
reflect.
point. He said uninvited to the party. I don't want the bug guy near my cake.
Okay, he's got a point. I'm convinced. He tries it hard.
All right, what about you, Birdie?
I'd say uninvited to the party, so make him forced to play solo. That way their hunt times get like 50 minutes. 'cause they
Uninvited to
can't
my
kill shit in the
birthday
air.
party. All right, we're going
Yeah.
there. All right, next up we have the great sword. We have
Okay.
the overcompensation
I
station.
was about
buddy.
to say the overcompensation.
The overcompensation
Dude.
station.
Okay. So, charging the greatsword. Why does it take so freaking long? I don't know if I'm watching Dragon Ball or if I'm watching someone play fucking greatsword in Wilds, dude, or in any Monster Hunter.
It takes a whole
Like,
anime episode to
It
charge.
takes a whole 3 episodes to charge one attack, and then you proceed to miss and flatten like a small animal, dude. Like,
Before you bunga, you must first unga. Smartest greatsword user. One single bull drum has more brain cells than all greatsword mains combined.
And they hit their attacks more often too.
Bull drums hit their attacks more often than greatsword players. Let me tell you something, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm dipping into a little bit of realness here. In World, my least favorite people to hunt with in SOS were greatsword players. They were my least favorite. They would sit around and they would whiff over and over again. They might hit 1 or 2 TCS in a single hunt, and they would go big damage, big number, make brain go brr, big number.
yeah.
How many GS mains do you need to hit the monster?
You'll never be as cool as Guts. The only great part about the greatsword is the distance between the monster and your true charge slash. Take a shot every time one of your friends decorates greatsword for being skill-based weapons. Well, so they added aiming at wilds only for greatsword mates to still miss.
God, yes, dude.
How many GS mates you need to hit the monster? They need to slot focus 3 to focus their 3 brain cells just to miss. Holy shit, Senku.
That's a good one.
That one's goated, dude. That one's goated. Oh shit.
Yeah, like I don't get how greatsword means. You literally measure success by how loud your controller vibrates. Like that's how you measure success.
Greatsword mains like to put their controller on their crotch when they play.
I was about to say that, man. Oh my
You know how
God.
they say like every 60 seconds like this, like every time I see a greatsword main commit to a true charge slash, I know somewhere in the world a small mammal has just gone through its entire life cycle.
You said a small mammal just went through its whole
A
life
small
cycle.
mammal went through its entire life cycle, dude. It takes you to do that one TCS.
Sia King said GS main still running Raging Bracky against Alatreon in group hunts. Yeah, great sword mains are people will say like they're the best of us. I think they're the worst of us, to be honest. I think they're the worst of us. They need to pick a big weapon so they can at least get a feel of how it is to carry something big.
God. And then there's always like, oh, you need to know the monster. You need to know their attack patterns and stuff. Like, bro, you're not reading the monster. You're just guessing with extreme confidence.
Great sword players survive on a diet strictly composed of Soylent.
I mean, bro, I was gonna say, look at the Asmusgold's gameplay. What weapon did he pick?
My feelings are hurt. Let's not use specific examples of people.
I know, but everyone knows how his gameplay,
That's
how
not-
funny his gameplay was.
Well, I mean, he could have picked any weapon, and it would have been the same result. But Hitman is a great sword main, by the way, guys. If you're looking at the guy in chat, but there's a reason why we add an S to the beginning of his name, though.
At least GS mains hit their offsets. Nah, not even that, man. They have the best offset, but they still miss because they can't hit.
I don't know if they can even hit stuff, dude. Like,
GS mains will call longsword counters unfair while spamming tackle. At least GS mains hit their offsets. Hitman was actually Missman.
Bro, the road is the bird.
You know, let's just say there's a reason why they gave Greatsword the easiest offset to land at the game.
They can finally hit something.
It lasts the longest. It's the fastest startup. Oh, good shit. All right, Greatsword players. I am insta banning uninvited to my birthday party. Where are you guys where are you guys at?
yeah, because like I can't even trust them to cut their own slice of cake, dude. They're gonna end up cutting like someone else.
Dude, Senku, facts, dude. I do miss Surge Slash.
True, yeah. Also something we might never see back, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sidebar, dude. Surge Slash, Greatsword. Besides GU.
Sidebar? Valor Greatsword is peak, dude. It's peak. All right, Bertman. Where did you want to put him?
I'd say, despite all the talk, I would still put it back in the item box.
Put it back in the item box? No
Yeah.
way. You're going soft on us, dude.
You know
You're
what?
going
Yeah, you know
soft
why?
on
You
us.
know why? No, you know why?
Why?
Even if they only hit one attack, they might still do more damage than some other weapons.
Nah. Nah, they're all their attack is localized. Wilds did make it a lot easier to do it though. We'll go in between then. We'll do insta kick.
Yeah.
We'll go with what Inquisitor Mexicano is talking
See,
about.
Hitman is kind of right.
I just need
to hit
one hit to do more than IG man's. I don't know, dude. They made it easier to hit, and I think Wild's greatsword is outpaced by IG now.
Well, with Rising Spiritual Blast, yes. I mean, shit, nothing can do that much damage.
They will definitely be uninvited from the Roblox party and friend list. They are known for being professional throwers. They are doing more damage than flying IG mains. You're not
That is
wrong,
true.
Funnelloss. You're not wrong. All right,
Well, that's
next
because
up,
of
we have the most deplorable mains that have ever existed in Monster Hunter history. The stinkiest, nastiest boys. The
can't believe
greasiest,
they had
tarest, yuckiest, fartiest, shittiest, cummiest, smelliest, dickiest, swamp-assiest boys of all time, the Charge Bladers. We all agree there's no problem with Charge Blade. Let's move on. No, here we go. Charge Blade fans are the Rick and Morty enjoyers of Monster Hunter. To be fair, you have to have a high IQ to understand Charge Blade type shit, bro.
God. They pretend to be high IQ players where they're just playing alchemy, just mixing stuff, praying something will explode. That's all they do.
High IQ players, hold B, hit B, all right trigger B, no, right trigger B. Charge Blade mains are monster version of Redditors.
No, we just failed fighting game players, bro. That's what we take.
God.
Failed
God,
fighting
We
game
can do
players.
combos.
Couldn't even do it with the assisted combos. Fighting games.
You feel like you're talking about file management like it's a second job. I don't want to hear it, dude. I don't even hear it. Oh, I gotta get these.
The Charge Blades want to be greatsword so bad, but they're just greatsword with the foreplay. Charge Blade mains are the guys that peaked in high school with straight A's, but you see them at McDonald's putting fries in the back. Golly.
Charge Blade's just Switch X's little brother that was told to go with them. They had no choice.
Charge Blade is the one dude that got a college diploma of general studies and then didn't further their education, so they weren't able to get a job anywhere.
I can't even talk shit.
Charge
don't know
Blades
what to say,
are
it's Charge
Charge
Blade.
Blades are birdie. Charge Blades are birdie. Need I say more?
Bro.
It's so bad.
I don't think myself smart. Like, it's just files. It's not that hard. See, Inquisitor Mexicano understands. Inquisitor Mexicano said he hates Charge Blade mains more than the average person, which is kind of crazy to me. Charge Blade mains are SNS players that need to overcompensate. They think they're better than SNS players, which is literally the same thing, just bigger.
But it's bigger, hey.
Not in real life.
That's important.
No! Not in real life, my good man. What is going on in the background, Kunari?
What is this?
I think Kunari, I think they let their dog out.
I think Kanari's getting swatted right now.
I forgot how one of the devs said that Charge Blade was just SNS with cooler hair. What? Alright. We know where Charge Blade's going, right, guys?
SNS with explosions.
Okay, pause. Sidebar, dude, hear me out. Charge
What?
Blade deserves its own tier. It's not even worth the mats to build, bro. It's not even worth the mats. I'm not even gonna forge
dude,
anything.
Nah, we want to just... anyone who even thinks
Instant
about Charge
dismantle.
Blade, they needs to go uninstall their life now.
Need to be uninstalled.
Bro.
See,
It is not even
CI
worth the
King said
mats.
uninstall. He said uninstall.
Uninstall. Complete uninstall.
The time it takes a Charge Blade main to set up a GS main already missed 2 TCS. Good shit, Inquisitor Mexicana. Good shit. You know what, just for that, we're moving a Great Sword to Instaman. Just for that one.
True.
Patch the weapon and the user out of the game. They will not be missed. Alright, so we're going to uninstall Charge Blade mains, alright, guys?
Shit,
Yeah.
man. I gotta uninstall, I guess.
Ah.
I'm installing my life now. Bye-bye.
Wait. Birdie just uninstalled. The mod just
kidding, I'm
uninstalled Birdie.
Now I'm back.
Alright, guys. We've got Gun Lancers, who are the biggest gooners, by the way. They're currently busting on every monster they can. And if they're not running shockproof, which some of them don't, they're going to be busting on you too.
God.
Also, people talked about like all these other weapons, like longsword, flinching, IG, dual blades. What about these Gun Lancers actually launching you, even if you have flinch free in most every game, dude?
Gun Lancers, I think, just happy that they finally can do some damage.
Gun Lancers are happy they can finally do damage.
It's just a glorified fireworks show strapped to a spoon, dude. Like, come on, dude. That's all you're doing.
Gun Lance is the nerd in high school that got to glow up in college. I sold the hunt. You get 3 big booms. The Gun Lancers will triple car it and they'll get 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Nobody clip that, please. Nobody clip that.
New soundboard. Nah, Capcom heard people complain about, the game not having an easy mode like Monster Hunter, and they just gave us Gun Lance in Wilds.
This is the first time the Gun Lance mains are happy.
That is so true.
The most depressed, downtrodden weapon. Finally getting some love.
To be fair, Sunbreak Gun Lance was pretty peak too.
Sunbreak Gun Lance did go hard. It did go hard, dude. I had a little Frostcraft sneak attack. Bullet Barrage Gun Lance.
Yeah, Bullet Barrage. Yeah, Blast Dash.
Yeah, funny enough, Frostcraft and Sneak Attack were the only 2 like damage skills that would up the damage for Gun Lance shells.
Wasn't it also Part Breaker?
No, Part Breaker didn't up the shells. Mind's Eye was just useful because you I think at Wyvern Stake, you would use it because Wyvern Stake did physical.
Okay.
Sunbreak Gun Lance was super flashy, but ass in terms of DPS. All right, Epsilon, my Bullet Barrage build versus your Charge Blade build, buddy. I'm just kidding.
1v1 in the wound hollow.
Let's see. Other than them busting on everything that moves, being gooners, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it's hard.
They're you know what? Gunlance mains remind me, like, they're the kids in kindergarten that would like color on their faces and heads and call themselves Hot Wheels and Naruto run around the room.
God, if you made Gunlance, I know you took the glue sticks and just took bites out of them. I know you did.
Gunlance?
I was gonna say it's hard to take shit. Yeah, it's hard to talk shit about like Wild Gunlance, but bro, if you talk about like 4U or GU or any other one, man, it gets rough.
Well, now
which game had the heat gauge? Which game had the heat gauge?
That was GU, dude.
Bro,
Gunlance was like the stepchild getting beaten over and over again until it got adopted by like an actual kind family with Tokuda and Wilds.
Hey, no one knows why.
Let's see. Okay. Other than the LOL XD explosions, am I right, guys? And the Gooner jokes, we don't really have too much material on the Gun Lancers, dude.
Yeah.
Because some of the jokes I want to use for Gun Lance, I actually want to use against Lance.
Yeah. To be fair, Gun Lance already has been getting kind of bullied for their entire life in the series.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like beating up a disabled person, bro. There's no win.
You don't want to punch down on the Gun Lancers.
You don't want to
punch down. Gun Lance mains are just Final Fantasy VIII emo fans. All right, Hitman. All right. Our beef has officially been reinstated for that. The Gunblade is fucking badass. Okay. All right. You know what? We'll have pity on the Gun Lancers. We'll put it back in the item box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put it back on the item box.
You can pick it back up when it becomes good again.
Yeah. They love their weapon. You can really make someone sad who loves their weapon unconditionally. Yeah, gun lancers are. They have suffered. Like they have suffered. They're undergoing reparations right now. To be honest.
Yeah, they must be
They're just in
masochists
their
because they've been in like an abusive relationship for so long.
Yeah.
Not in a loving one.
Yeah, shit's nuts. All right.
They swear they can change them, bro. They swear they up and down they can change them.
I could fix it.
I could fix it. All right. Next up, we got the bow mains. We got Kunari's crew.
Yeah, it's a pretty good weapon. You know, there's really no downsides whatsoever.
Every
It's
bow
just all around
bow
good and
main
versatile.
wants to be a Power Ranger so bad. They want to be a Power Ranger
You
so
say
bad.
that you say that as a joke, but dude, have you watched Super Sentai, the newer one, the actual
No,
Power Rangers, dude?
no.
That shit's gas. That shit's gas, dude.
More like ass. Am I right? I'm just kidding.
No.
Bro, Bo. Bo.
All right, guys, this is gonna be Evil Kunari for a second. Bo,
Evil Kunari?
it's good until you have no stamina. Like, you just, as soon as you run out of stamina, you're like a kid with asthma at a track meet, dude. You're just there waiting to get hit. You can't do anything, dude.
Bow mains have the constitution of an actual IRL 500-pound man.
And not even like before Wilds, Bo, like even playing World, I can tell you, I spent more time crafting coatings than actually fighting the monster, dude. Because it was so horrible, dude.
You know,
It was
piggybacking
so
off of what Inquisitor said.
I was gonna say,
If the whole shtick of your gun, of your weapon is that you have to aim, and then as a response, the devs put in auto aim for you. How fucked are all the bow mains, dude?
I'm laughing, but I actually want to cry about that one. That's so sad.
Bowmates think they can down a kaiju with a stick sewed together with spider silk and arrows of the size of a 5-year-old's fingers.
Everyone always talks about dual blade users being ADHD and, but no one thinks about king bowmates, especially in World, Rise, and Wilds. They just run around like a captivated squirrel. Like they never stay still. For a weapon that uses stamina, they never stay still.
Yeah,
They don't call it a dash dance for no reason.
Bowmains probably dance like in real life while they're playing, which is kind of cool, but also kind of goofy when you think about
Guys,
like a
if you don't play
500-pound
bow with a
nerd
Dance
dancing.
Dance Revolution pad, if you don't play bow with a Dance Dance Revolution pad, you're not playing the weapon right. What is
Bro,
it?
Bowmains down dash is like freaking Kunari down Bulk from the source. That's what the guy.
Also, bowmains always die in hunts, dude. They always cart. I forgot in World.
It's not a card.
'cause
It's a
World was my
fortify
biggest-
activation.
World was my biggest SOS game that I would SOS and like actually enter SOS hunts. Great sword guys I hated seeing, but bow I hated seeing bows, dude. Oh, look at my team, dog. We gonna lose if I saw bow.
You know what the worst part is in World, bro? They all were freaking riding on Dragon Piercer like crazy. You just saw him kneeling around
Wasn't
everywhere and
it
fucking charging up the
good?
Dragon Piercer. It wasn't
Shit,
good,
Dragon Piercer
no.
wasn't good.
Yeah.
Fucking bow was so brain dead in World. I actually built a semi-viable Dragon Piercer build, not Dragon, 1000 Dragon build, dude.
I'm gonna 1000 dragon you, dude. Zayed said kick him because why not? Yeah. Let's kick him, dude. What do you guys think?
Yeah, just kick it.
Yeah.
Not much is gonna change unless they like
Oh,
actually.
Oh my god, you know what was even worse? The balls in World. The raining balls.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
Constantly flinching you
Bro.
and shit? Yeah.
Oh my god, I just remembered. That was terrible.
God.
They might have been the worst flinches out of all.
Yeah, that shit was bad. That shit was not good. Our next target, the Deboos. Haha, weeaboo. Haha, Naruto running. Haha, anime enthusiast. Haha, loser. You know, you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
All
Just
the, all the overplayed ones. Though it doesn't
I will
stop it from
say-
being true.
It did really make me laugh the other day. I was playing with friends, and I hit like 5 focus strikes with dual blades in a row on a Guardian Rathalos, and at the end he's just like, okay, Levi Ackerman.
Levi.
Dual blades users feel like Levi Ackerman whenever they're doing like their spinneroonie shit, but really they're Levi Snackerman at McDonald's.
You're basically giving dual blades mains is basically just giving a raccoon butter knives and telling him to solve a problem. Like it's not gonna end well.
Dual blades are the only hunters that see tick damages of 2s and 3s and think, hell yeah, this is doing
Bro,
numbers.
that's so real, man. That's the funny part about the focus strike. You do it, it looks badass, then you look backwards and you see like 1-2 damage. We're like, what the fuck? What am I doing? What am I even doing?
You know, we made fun of SNS for having toothpicks. We got 2 toothpicks right here, dude.
Bro, we'd be fighting out with chopsticks.
They're more
Trying to
like
eat the
flies around the monster. Dual blade users sound like they look like they would yell their like what moves they're doing.
They look like they
Like
yell
while
their
they're
name-
actually
name of
playing the
their-
game. Like
Yeah.
they're like, Demon Dance! Demon Spin!
That's so funny.
Demon Slice!
Oh my god.
God, it's one of the only weapons where I can see you just flailing, get tactics and planned. Like you just swinging your blades around, calling it skill.
DB's giving Ron Popolo competition for the biggest mosquito in one. Oh shit.
Bro, DBs is the only weapon where you do 3 inputs and you do like 20 attacks.
DB, well, except for IG now.
It used to be. It used to be
Oh
one.
yeah, you're right.
It used to be one. In World, it was just one butt press. and
True.
you win.
Fuck
The only thing
yeah.
we dodge are women on Dual blades
It's
mains
true.
may repel their romantic interests, but at least they smell good because they wear Naruto brand Gucci cologne.
Dude, I love that freaking. I love the Hitman said that because my cousin mains dual blades and he actually owns a shirt that says it
Dual-
has a physical card in his wallet.
Dual blade mains will run status instead of element and be like, it's viable though. All right. We've picked on the too much. Let's put him in the kick. Let's put him in the kick. What do you guys
You
think?
just kicking
Yeah, I'm just
Instaban,
kicking.
dude. Instaban, not
Kicking
coming
is
to my
good.
birthday party, dude.
What about you,
You're not
Brady?
coming to my birthday.
Let's say kick in.
Kick in. What do you guys think? They were a DB convention. I bet it would smell worse than a Smash tournament. Golly.
That is saying something.
I don't know, dude. We got the Hammers coming up next. They might have them beat. Okay, we've had an Instaban. We got leave him in the box. We got a couple kicks. We're gonna put him in kicks then.
Yeah.
The next up, we have. Hey guys, bonk. Hey guys, bonk. Bonk, guys. Bonk. Hey guys, bonk.
They only know one thing.
Hammermains will
It's
put Slugger
only
5 on their weapon just to still get only 2 stuns. It'll just be in the front half of the hunt instead of the latter half.
They'll say they're hitting, they're like helping with the KOs and stuff, but the only thing they've been hitting most of the time is and the dude.
You keep cutting out, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why do
Every
I cut
second
out,
word is
dude?
cutting out.
It's probably because YouTube can tell that you're talking bullshit. I'm just kidding, dude.
I tried to silence. I have plans the haters do not want to know, dude. I have plans the haters do not want to see me fulfill.
Can I getting censored
So we
live?
still land more tags than Great Sword mains.
Everyone lands more takes than great.
If only Meteor Smash were strong as an actual TCS combo.
Oh my god.
I stunt more with my blunt bug than Hammermain. Insert my focus GS joke, but instead of 3, they only do 1. Senku's spitting facts, dog. He's talking about the courage hammer or the valor hammer, dog.
Ooh.
Let's see. SNS shield stuns more than the hammer. Hammermaids pride themselves on bonking so much, but the last time they got their dick bonked was whenever they were born.
Oh my god.
I'm talking about circumcision.
Couldn't be me.
Everybody's so dumb. Half of them don't know what weapon can stun monsters. They've never seen it happen.
I can't roast hammermaids because they can't read.
I can't roast hammermaids because they can't read. The only thing smellier than a Magic the Gathering convention is a convention full of Dual Blades mains. The only thing smellier than a convention full of Dual Blades mains is a convention full of hammer mains.
Because probably those mains are all probably coming, from the caveman era with the freaking clubs and stuff. That's all they know.
It's difficult to speak with a hammer main. The primitive language has yet to be translated. It's mostly Hunga Bunga.
Hunga bunga.
Hammer mains, instead of hitting the head, launch me into the attacks instead. Call the hammer mains Elon Musk the way they try to send us to space, dog.
God damn.
Bruh.
Except they can't do it right. Just like the real one.
How does it feel to be the stun weapon but still get outstunned by other weapons in every iteration, like in every game?
Get
Like, how
stunned
does that
by
work?
a kinsect.
Kinsect, freaking SNS Rise, freaking Sticky.
You know
We're
what?
sticking
Fuck them,
world.
bro. Uninstall them, bro. Uninstall them.
Right now, yeah, uninstall them.
Its favorite shows the Flintstones. Who else votes on install, dude?
Freaking yeah, uninstall. They could remove the weapon and it wouldn't change the game, dude.
All right, we got the
They could
Switch
remove the
Axe,
people.
also known as the Bitch Axe. It's terrible weapons and mains, dog. Switch Axe users are basically they want to be as aggressive as like a dual blader or an insect glaive user, but they're like, guys, my morphs movements cause me to be aggressive compared to all the other weapons.
It's always, I could switch between two modes. Okay, then be in the right mode at the right time. You're in sword mode, the monster's in a different area. Come on, dude.
Switch Axe mains
Like,
got
you
so
do waddle
Switch Axe
over
mains
them?
growths are so stunted. They're the only non-shielded weapons that have a sidestep.
Swag's mains are the Monster Hunter equivalent of Karens.
It's the monster equivalent of canes. Swag's mains are kind of like gun lancers, where they're like explosions, but they're also too afraid to commit into the bit. So they're like, but I also want to have a cool sword. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I know Charge Blade mains are like the Rick and Morty fans, but Swag's mains are like, what's some nerdy TV show? Like just only something a dork would watch.
Doctor
I don't know.
Who.
Doctor Who. That is like a dork show.
God.
You know what? We'll just say Swag's mains are also Rick and Morty fans. They're just the more funny ones. Death Note.
Death Note.
Switch X mains want to be Light Yagami so bad. Switch X mains only using half their moveset because the rest sucks.
Not even half, bro. It's just freaking one move.
Oh,
It's called FRS.
Switch X mains are so bad that they were like, okay, I know y'all were complaining about how strong this move is, but we put hyper armor on it to make it easier to use.
God.
Oh man, I'm insta banning, dude.
Yeah, they're only switching to X-Men because they're forced to. They would always just stay in sword, but if they could forever. Bro.
True.
God, Switch X, no Switch?
Long sword mains, haha, you tripped me, haha, you flinched me, haha, overpowered
Weeaboo also,
weapon,
don't
haha,
forget.
easiest to play for. I don't understand it. Longsword mains, to be honest, you know the kids that would wear Axe body spray and like spray it super hard in the gym, and it would just stink up the whole locker room. That's longsword. Like that is the
Dude, Longsword is an
complete
axe bomb, dude.
just
The
an
axe body
absolute
spray.
axe bomb, dude. The only reason why they're not smellier than the hammer mains is because of the axe. But in a way, it still makes them smelly, just in a different way.
God. Dude, honestly, sword mains, the weapon's more of like an accessory. At this, dude. More of an
Longsword,
accessory for them.
longsword main's like, it's not as easy as people make it out to be, and it doesn't do as much damage as people make it out to do, but longsword mains would love to act like it is easy to play, and they're doing so much damage despite the fact that they're getting absolute dog walked and unable to hit any of their counters the whole hunt. LS players, we abuse the crusty body pillow. Ellis mains brag about their weapon is OP, but they're the first to cart. They think they are a farm, like Sung Jinwoo, but in reality they're more like Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. That's some weeb speak right there, Sinku. Hey, Sinku's a longsword player, dude. He's that on the weeb speak, dude. Ellis mains are harder to be around IRL than in-game. Ellis mains are not only good at countering monsters, they're also good at countering their romantic partner. A potential romantic partner. I need a coat because I play worse LS.
What does that mean?
Yeah, which one, Sinku? which worse LS? LS mains miss more helm splitters than GS mains miss TCS. Now hold on, Hitman. Hey, Hitman's a GS main trying to spread GS propaganda right now, dude. You're not escaping the allegations, Hitman. Swags? Yeah, that is worse LS, isn't it? Counter and all. Hitman on the gaslighting journey. Hitman's trying to rewrite history, dude. You know what, for that, Hitman? For that, we're moving this to uninstall. That's right, buddy. We're moving that uninstall. They hated him because he told the truth. Hey, you know what? You know, just for that, Hitman, we're putting Great Sword in uninstall. And we're putting Long Sword in Instaban, uninvited at my birthday party. They have an attack that doesn't need to connect to the monster to hit, and yet they still cart.
Bro.
Longsword mains will put 5,000 hours into Monster Hunter only to still triple cart against Great Jagras. that one was just goofy. That one wasn't even good. That one's just goofy.
Great Jagras, goddamn.
Maybe Great Jagras.
Baby Great Jagras. God.
Good, at least I don't have to share life with longsword mains. Alright, the next up are the Dude Bros, guys. Hey, can I get a Reddit update for you guys some songs?
Gosh.
Wait, hold on.
I hate underground mains, dude.
I gotta switch songs, dude. Scat Cat Fever came on and it's there we go, buddy.
God.
Let's see.
I hate hunting horn mains. I hate you all.
Hunting
You're the
horn
only one
mains.
who's gonna clap you in your encore. Shut up, nerd.
True. There's a lot of hunting horn mains that will like pick up the weapon and then just corner horn, and they'll be like, "Guys, I'm helping." At least the attack up large for the previous games did more, even if they were corner horning, than aerial IG players.
Oh my god.
Again, it's sometimes good to have a good hunting horn player on your team, but like other times it's just like, okay, I'm at a concert that I didn't want to buy a ticket to, and I didn't buy a ticket.
I think the worst offense, like hunting horn players can be like welcome and good at all, and they can have some good shit. But the worst ones are the ones that use horns with shit melodies. It's like, why are you using that one, dog?
I just like the way it sounds.
Get out! Hunting horn mains go through an identity crisis every generation. You're not wrong, dude.
Bro,
you're not wrong.
Damn. That hits too
Hunting
hard.
horn mains
Too
are
real.
actually playing Monster Observer. That's a
bunch of hipsters trying to salvage their music career. Oh man. Hunting horn guys are like did you make sure to bring your little brother on the hunt with you? Can you bring your hunting horn little brother?
You can go on the hunt, but you have to bring your little brother.
Hunting horns are sparse, but just like shiny Pokemons, there are 1 in 8,192 chances of being good. You're not wrong,
Damn.
Senku. You're not wrong. That one's a little too verbose to be in the roast video, but that's not bad. That's not bad.
He's got a point. He's got a point, though.
He's cooking a little bit. He's cooking a little bit. Hunting horn mains unironically love Fortnite. They just love Fortnite. I will not elaborate. Hunting horn mains will try to pay attention to the melodies on the first half of the hunt, only to spam self-improvement on the rest of it. Hunting horn mains are the cheerleaders that make you lose the game. Hunting ornaments are the nice guys of Monster Hunter.
That's it. That's it.
A hunting horn main sliding in your DMs. Greetings, madam.
Greetings, man.
I took my fedora to you, madam. Would you like some of my doots? My doot buffs.
Like a meatloaf?
That's good. The nice guys. What's worse is how they're deified by like every one of the. What your Monster Hunter weapon says about you. Hunting horn mains, there's only 2 of you, and you guys are gods. Everyone loves to see you. Bitch, don't lie to them. It's literally spreading Reddit propaganda. Oh man. Okay. Hunting horn man, I'm kicking him.
Yeah, you're getting kicked. Sorry, lose. Bye, loser. You have to sit and think about what you did. All right.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm kicking you. I'm kicking you, dude.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah. Okay.
you're ruining the good monster and area.
Next up, we got Lance. And Lance, let's just say they have the biggest weapon and the biggest shield for a reason. I'm gonna insinuate that. I'm not gonna elaborate.
That all they're actually doing is just picking their teeth, picking the food out of their freaking teeth.
I think my favorite
They're
thing
massive
about
too.
Lancers is they're like, oh man, this weapon's so sweet, but they're pressing the same button 3 times and then over and over again.
God.
This weapon is pretty sweet.
You know what? At least back in the day, they at least had to reset the combo somehow, but now they just can keep hammering the same button over and over again. No pause.
That is true.
Bro.
You know, true. They don't have to reset anymore. I mean, back in the day, it was what, you press the same button 3 times and you press A once?
Exactly.
Or you press right trigger B?
That's so complex.
That's so goofy.
It is combat.
Yeah, Lance mains are just less cool gun lancers. Lance mains still countering less than longsword. True, Lance mains actually counter more than longsword players, but they don't look near as cool, which is why nobody cares about it.
True. My biggest problem with Lance is that it makes everyone else's job is just have fun. It's so hard to have fun with a Lance.
How do Lance players sleep at night knowing a kitchen knife and pot lid do more damage than this? Lance peaked in Monster Hunter 1.
Oh my god.
Lance players peaked in MH1, dude.
It's so boring. I think it'd have more enjoyment watching butter melt on a single cracker. That's how boring this weapon is. Wait.
Lance peak underwater. You know what? That is true. Lance was the underwater weapon. That's also because the Lance mains are probably the most likely to try to drown themselves. That one is a little grim. They counter more and make no difference. That's the problem. When no other weapon was good. Alright, here we go. Where should we put the Lance?
Where's this little guy going? Put it
I
back
say
in
put
the
it back in the item box, yeah.
I'm kicking Lancers, dude. Fuck 'em. Yeah, we'll put it back in the item box.
Is it because you got tripped up a
Yeah.
couple times? Is that what it is?
We'll put Lance in the item box.
Wait, you know what? No, uninstall for me, because fuck them in GU, bro. I hate all of you Lance mates in GU. Fuck all of you. You know why?
Constantly
I'm pointing
knocking
at
you
right
down,
now.
the striker.
That's not just a knock, but they throw you. Right?
It's so funny though.
hell,
It's so
man.
funny. All right, we'll do kick. We'll do kick. All right, guys.
That's a good compromise.
Yeah,
Slater.
yeah. All right, next up, we've got light bow gun and heavy bow gun.
Gosh.
Light bow gun.
I hate it.
Wait, do we do
dude.
both at the same time? Because they're both just, equally ass.
Dude.
You know what? Light bow gun is overlooked by everybody. So we're not even gonna dignify it, dude. We're just gonna put it back in the item box. We're not gonna. It doesn't exist.
Explanation. No
Oh, it
elaboration.
doesn't exist?
It doesn't exist.
Because I would have put it
Meanwhile,
on the stall, but...
heavy
Good.
bow gun. Heavy bow gunners are. I love how like all of them are crying about like getting gutted in wilds. But that's because literally having to collect ammos and shit, that was like the most strenuous part of their Monster Hunter journey.
That was the
Before-
most fun part of playing bowgun, dude. Was collecting the ammo mat. That was the most fun
setting
you'll
up
have
the
with
ammos. That
weapon.
was literally the most strenuous part of their Monster Hunter journey.
It's not even a weapon. It's just a way to retire early. You forget that canonically in Monster Hunter, bowguns are a crutch weapon, as dictated in Rise, dude.
Wait,
They're
for real?
canonically yes.
Who
one
said
of the
that?
hub
Who
hunters.
said that?
It's an in-game. In the base hub for Rise, in the Chimera hub, one of the hunters, like the NPC hunters, said they got in a bad accident, so now they can only use bowgun because it's safer. I'm not joking. That's literally
That's so funny,
it's
dude.
canonically a crutch weapon, and I hope you all know that. It's not
so
a
funny,
weapon.
man.
It's a way to retire early. That's all it is.
They definitely exacerbated the stigma behind HPG and stuff, though, with the shield in Wilds.
Fucking
I mean, that's all people use anyway in World, right? Might as well give it to it.
True. At
Heavy
least in
bowgun
World,
means-
you had to sacrifice some damage, though.
True.
HBG mains will cart once, blame the monster, and then put max guard up.
HBG fans will make videos about monsters that fight back because they're not used to it.
God, I don't know how, but they can make actual combat look like a cutscene for everyone else.
HBG, the spoiled
it's
rich
like-
kid that are given everything, but now they're almost begging for scrap. Disowned air. Oh
At
man.
least spread HBG mates. I think Pierce is still as busted as always. Sadly.
Spread his ass in wilds, dude.
Spread just doesn't exist.
Yeah, look, all I'm saying is the only thing an
Spread.
HBG main is spreading is their ammo. It's the only thing that's spreading.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
You say something.
Oh shit, dude. All right. I can talk about
I see
Bowgun
mistake.
mains without having my comments in the stream deleted from my
Dude.
team.
Hitman, I'm holding back too. Don't worry, I'm with you.
Bowgun hunters
Dude,
have
it's
as much presence as SNS background characters. HPG mains still guarding better than Lance. Lance catching strays.
Dude, freaking HBG, you freaking guys, the movement of a ship, dude. Like, I don't know what the heck you're doing.
Yeah, true. The only fat roll that Monster Hunter took from Dark Souls was HPG's roll.
That's it, dude.
All right. Insta ban.
Instantly banned,
Insta
dude.
ban. Where are y'all
You
thinking?
know what?
Where
You know
y'all
what?
thinking?
HBG, uninstall, dude. Uninstall.
Uninstall.
I don't know why
what
you
about
picked up
what
this-
about you, Birdie?
I would keep it in Insta ban, but put Light Bowgun and uninstall.
Light Bowgun and uninstall? Nah.
I hate Light Bowgun more, bro.
We'll kick
Especially the
them.
players,
We'll
too.
kick them. We'll kick them.
Okay.
Let's see. We're gonna uninstall Kunari while we're at it.
No way.
Uninstall. I'm just kidding. This is a funny list. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting this turnout.
think it makes
Uninstall
sense.
one of the Bowguns,
makes
Shadow Realm. Yeah, it is funny. We ended up in the spirit of trying not to go too hard or mean spirited. We didn't have the most funny shit, but I think this was like a funny little experiment.
Yeah, I think it also the list would change drastically, like if we go just for a certain game.
That is true. That is true. If
Yeah,
we were
'cause-
just doing game specific, it would probably change up. Sinku said I
'Cause
didn't
Lance-
expect gun lance being so low, but it was it's because it's
Well,
like bullying children. Like it's not
Technically, the lower it is, the better it got off, right?
Well, no, that's what he means. That's what it means.
Oh, okay.
The tier will change on vibes alone. Yeah. Like the thing about like the gun lance and the SNS, like it's two extremes on the opposite ends, right? Like we have the most bland vanilla dude and the most extreme like
Tutorial
obnoxious
baby
dude. But
Most
both of them
extreme
are like
obnoxious.
kind of lovable in their own way. I don't know. Meanwhile,
like
like,
that
there's like
one
strong
bit.
character flaws like everybody else.
SNS and Gunlance means are like that one pet that's not the brightest, but you can't help but love them because like it's kind of funny to watch what they do.
True, Hitman is the reason why we have 3 on mods uninstall their life right now. Hitman, also known as Shitman.
Man, more like a miss man.
Oh shit. There we
It's
go.
always on top,
It's
baby.
always on top. Even the silver lining, dude. Oh man. Hey, if you I haven't greeted you yet, welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. You missed the roast session, but it's definitely
Don't
some
leverage
good
gaming
times. I'm still gonna hang out some. We can still hang out on stream a bit. I'm gonna go kiss my wife goodnight real quick. I'll be right back. Birdie and Kunari, hold down the fort. Watch the chat. Make sure they don't misbehave.
No, I'm about to gonna get us banned. I'm just kidding.
No. I'll be right back there.
Oh god. It's not a speedrunner. I believe it. I think it's hard to be a greatsword main in general.
Hitman and Meatman definitely are family. Their last name is too similar. I think you're onto something, Senku. This is kind of sus, right?
True. The Man family.
The man family. It's only men. And they still
It's
get
like,
babies somehow.
Man is like a general species, but these are like subspecies. You got the Hitman and then the Meat Man.
Subspecies. What would be a rare species?
Rare species, the Man.
The Deviant, the Giga Chad, the Giga Man.
The Deviant Giga Man.
So chat to you. You know, Hunter. Okay, no. Yeah, I'm a C. Well, I play all the weapons like almost equally, but yeah, I'm a CB main, and yeah.
Yeah, we tried to save him. The doctor said it was terminal.
in World, I had like freaking 2,000 CB uses and like 200 to 500 on the other ones.
2
But
minutes. CV
it's-
if you ask me.
I know. But in the other
World
games like
CB.
Rise, bruh, in Rise and in WoW, I have. How do you feel about it right now? Well, I think it's really, really good. The only change I would make is make SAD accessible instantly again. Because besides that, it's like pretty much identical to World. Like almost. So that's the only change I would make. Because right now, like SAD is like Elemental is kind of there, like it exists, but it's so awkward to play because you're forced to rely on counters.
True.
Or you need to do an AD into an SAD if you want to play aggressive. And I hate not being able to play aggressive, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the only change I would make. I know, right? Senku's spinning facts right now. That's so dumb. And you have Hyper
True,
on.
yeah. Forcefully slash from.
Oh, that might be a video idea.
That's a good one.
Monster
That's a good one.
fans, like monster fan video, like a video about monster fans. That might be an idea.
Gigante fans to be like, I just think he's neat. No, they won't tell you anything about the actual monster.
Yeah, I love Nergi too. I have 2 statues of him right next to him.
Yeah, he's got the normal and ruiner.
Yeah. Well, it's Arc Tempered, I think, right? The other one. I don't think
No, you have the Ruiner.
No,
Yeah,
that's
you
Arc
got
Tempered.
Arc Tempered.
No.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Well, Arc Tempered is black. Okay, Rudin is silver.
Is it?
I think.
Okay, bro.
Yeah.
No, really? Oh my god. Guys, can we get Birdie
Tokuda
else?
hates TV.
He doesn't even know what he has.
Tokuda hates TV. Honestly, I don't know if he hates TV, but if you ask me about Nuki Glacier speech, that is you're speaking facts right now. Yeah.
I agree with him. Nergi is a coward, dude. He only goes after the frail and sickly, dude. He can't win.
I mean, I don't
He's
know
a
if Zoro
coward.
was frail and sickly.
He was
man.
about to die, dude. He was on the verge of dying.
Alright, you guys didn't get me a ban, did y'all?
No. Zoro was perfectly fine, but he was in World, so he tried to kill himself.
Talking about Zoro
Sia
Magdaros?
Yeah. Sia King had a really good idea. We should do this again for like
Monster
games
fans.
and not monster fans, but flagships.
Or
Flagships?
I guess, yeah.
That'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of funny.
So we're talking about how bad Nergigante is because he's a little coward baby who only goes after the sick and elderly.
Only the sick and elderly.
Am I wrong? You're gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, dude. Absolute nuts, dude. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. We still got some night to burn. We could watch some videos. I mean, Birdie, Kunari, you guys don't have to stick around if you don't want to. But if you want to chill with the stream on VC, you can. We got some nighttime to burn still. I haven't eaten yet. So I will need to warm me up some food in a bit, but I'm thinking we could either watch some videos. We could. I mean, I kind of want to play Expedition 33 still, but I'm also down for some possibly some Wilds hunts, maybe. I don't know.
True, we can do that.
I would prefer Expedition 33. Or no, wait, Doom Dark Ages just came out.
Is it out now?
Really?
I knew it would be
I
out
think it's available now.
around this time. Balla, dude.
It was fun, Inquisitor. It was fun.
What monster do you guys want? Like one monster that you really want in Wilds and why? Because for me, honestly, it's Glass right now. I just wanted a power with him.
Dog, let me tell you how you sounded. Let me tell you how you sounded. The monster I want in Wilds is because I want to.
The monster that I want in Monster Hunter Wilds has got to be Glavenus.
All right, fun of loss. The French meat man is not gonna stick around, dog. I'm not gonna be the French meat man.
No, he's got a point. Expedition 33 with French voices is actually kind of nice.
Look, dude, the English voice acting is actually really good.
It is.
It's actually really good.
Well, they got a crazy cast, right? Freaking Ben Starr is one of the characters too.
That's because you're a FF16 glazer, dude.
I am.
Guys, it's so good. Guys, trust me. It's good, guys.
Oh, shit, dude.
Okay, but does it have Minoko?
Let's
Minnow
see.
Who? You know if you played the game. But you should play, by the way.
I will play Doom first before I touch that.
I think it was a...
Good.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I think that if we try to make this into a video, I think it's gonna be kind of a dud.
What? The monster one?
This weapon main roast one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. We were able to. It's hard to like do it without like the more meaner it would be, or like the more mean spirited it would be, the funnier it would be. But also like you know how people can be. Yeah.
True.
Well, you know what's funny for me? It was kind of hard for me because I'm kind of having to jump into the opposite role because I'm used to defending, you know, the weapons or trying to come up with good arguments against idiots online. And now I had to try to shit on it, which was like, bruh, this is kind of hard because I like all of them in a way, right?
Well, I mean,
so
it's more so the notion of like the weapons and their mains, and it's kind of just playing off of these stereotypes that exist. So like,
yeah,
there's all sorts of like little stigmas and Monster Hunter isms that are just beat to death in the community, right? Like,
yeah, but some weapons also don't have any, right? I mean, not all of them, of course.
I mean,
Most of them have some.
somewhat. I mean, the weapon, the videos that I've been like mentioning here and there, like the what your Monster Hunter weapon says about you, like that's existed for a while, and like it started with Arc, I think, and like that video was like legit pretty funny, and like it was it like set the trend. But since then, there's been like so many different videos off of it, and they all just basically like take what he did and they remix it and they add Redditisms and shit.
When Ark started it, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ark was the first person to do it. Like it was like his most. I think to this day it's his most popular video. Like the one from Monsterhunterworld.
Okay, that's nice.
And it was like back when the stereotypes weren't like overplayed.
Yeah, we're still fresh.
Yeah, now they're overplayed and beat to death. What's up, Way of the Lao? Glad you could tune in this time, homie. Way of the Lao missed last stream. Yeah, if I were getting off soon, you would have missed this one too, sadly. We're just kind of hanging out right now. We just did the like roast portion. Found out that hey, it was funny, but probably not going to be a video. It's probably not going to be video worthy. So now I'm gonna have to think about like what I actually want to do for a video, but I've got a couple of different options of like routes we could go. I kind of want to watch Monster Hunter's Switch X guide, and because I haven't touched Switch X and Wilds yet, watch the guide and then do some like runs with it, and maybe even like Birdie or Kunari, like you two have touched Swax, maybe like use a time hunt that you guys do as like a test to see like how good the in-depth guide like could teach like a player like me.
For that event Quimitris that we got for the entry game tickets, I did get like a sub 2 on him.
I mean, it was Quimitris though.
Kunari, don't flex with that, please.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Quimitris.
It is Quimitris.
Dude, they call me the cock beater the way I'm beating that chicken, dude.
Oh shit, dude.
The thing is, he doesn't fight back against any weapon, so it's not it's like beating up the
No,
training
he
dummy.
fights back. You leave my man alone, dude. Leave my man. That's my friend. That's my friend
Actually,
you're talking
you know
about.
what? Let's audible into. Let's see what's popping on Monster Hunter like YouTube feed right now. So on my Meatman Streams channel, I don't have like search history or anything logged, so I can see like what is like not necessarily like a personalized algorithm, but what's being pushed out to like fresh faces on YouTube. So let's see if we can find anything interesting. So we have Before You Buy, Already in Weapon Problem. Oh hell yeah, Arc. Good shit. It's all the way at the top. Monster Hunter Wilds, Angel Fatalis, Diva, new maps, Monsters, Archery Out. I don't know, like it's been a while since I've like actually clicked on one of Rage Gaming's videos. They like have like a random like pack. Like every single like video I see is like a random pack of like multiple discussion points or theories or something. I mean, it's working out for him. I mean, 89k right there. That's from 4 days ago. Gameplay walkthrough from 2 months ago. Tips I wish I knew sooner. Arctics. Never heard of them. Dark Hero. All future events and new content. The Goon Bait Gem. Classic.
Didn't you do that, dude?
Not like that. Look at that
Oh,
one.
like that. I'm better than that.
No, dude. Like I
But that's
don't
even
have
using
a
modded
mod
version of Gemma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 Days of Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't get videos like this. What do they mean 100 days of Monster Hunter Wilds?
I don't know, dude. For like survival type games that works, but not stuff like that.
I think this is an AI generated photo by the Rad Brad. Walkthrough intro. Ultimate guide. Okay, maybe the non-algorithmic approach isn't that great because I'm only getting shit from like 2 months ago. At least it ain't the Gemma Congalala mod. You're not wrong.
True.
That Gemma Congalala mod is foul.
Whoever made that deserves to be in prison, dude.
Let's do upload date. Let's see what's going on new. Got mostly streams going on. Monsterhunterwilds, Cornell Dave. Should we raid this one? I'm just kidding. I don't know like all the content creator isms. So I don't know what most of that stuff means. Monsterhunterwilds Arc Tempered Raid L by Schizoid. I authorize my own hunts. Okay, sorting by new is also really hard because it's mostly streams. Is this what I need to do? I need to have like a sexy VTuber? Like,
Yeah.
you have a sexy VTuber cooking in the kitchen? Let's see.
I mean, it only got 55 views, so I don't think it's working.
Maybe they're new. Maybe they're new to the scene.
Maybe.
Let's see.
You should do what Visual Velocity does, bro. Play
where you
Monster
just
Hunter.
have like some person do like art of your in-game woman character.
No, Visual Velocity just takes screenshots of his freaking modded out, busty female character, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work, but I get the gist. Giving yourself a timeline to see how much can the game offer you, more or less. Yeah. Have you seen Fleekazoid's Monster Hunter review? I've actually seen... I think I have seen it. Fleekazoid's Unhinged. That shit's funny. Happened to me, I've done different discussions as well and gotten nothing, so I'll just wait. Algorithm and discussions are very random. Yeah. It's a hard cock life out here. Oh, I meant hard knock life, sorry. Freudian slip.
What do you think about, huh?
The Freudian slip. That's a little scary.
That's scary.
That's scary to me. I need something to filter out like live streams. I want to see videos.
What is it? Oh, 80 radar speedrun.
Let's see. Videos. Let's see 4 to 20 minutes. Let's do that. That'll narrow it down. Miracle Creations. Monsterhunterwilds. Just
It does not look like the
began.
character at all, by the way.
It
I don't know
was
what
a
it is.
worthy try. It was a worthy try. What Elder Dragon should make it into Monsterhunterwilds? It's Pyrak. Pyrak makes some good shit.
Ooh.
He's got some Sunbreak gameplay. That's Almudron's DBs.
Baller, dude.
In game.
No,
Monsterhunterwilds
has frisbees.
53. Burrito. Ben Stevens. Shit, dude. Whoa, this guy double uploaded? Oh, he's just like, I guess, posting gameplay, like in segmented parts.
Maybe.
No way, someone made Jack and Daxter.
Wait, where?
Right
Oh,
here.
wow. I was gonna say the video above that is German. That's what I was like, oh wait, this is German.
This guy, Corpheus.
Yeah. Wait, I think I saw him at Gamescom with the freaking. Oh,
Hey, take it
the
easy,
community
Inquisitor.
guys.
Glad you were here, man. You saw him at Gamescom?
Yeah, he was doing the challenge with Chris from TDS.
Oh, I think I remember that. I think I remember that
Yeah.
now.
I think Chris even lost, which is kind of funny.
That is kind of funny.
The challenge was bullshit though. It was like, oh yeah, kill 5 of these bugs and capture 2 of these. Like, bruh.
Definitive weapon tier list for Monsterhunterwilds. Every weapon ranked. I wonder if he's actually using speedruns. No, he says totally subjective. Line it up, Dan, with his tier lists, dude. This is like his second Monsterhunterwilds tier list. Favorite guild request scenes. Shit, man. trying to find something for you guys, or something for all of us to just chill. I don't know. I'm just glad to be around. Just having a good time. Let's see. We got the chill music and everything. This is so like there's so many channels that do like the Monster Hunter like news or like gaming news stuff. And they always get like pretty decent views. There's no way I'm breaching that. So, you know, not right now at least. But that is interesting. The meta problem.
Meta this, meta that. Whoever meta bit.
There's Visualocity with his goon bait. Got a new challenge mode, but there's a huge problem. Well, shit. You know what? At least he said it was subjective. True, funnel loss. True. Fuck, man. Well, dude, I'm hungry as shit. I got an early day tomorrow for work. Might just go ahead and call the stream. We're not really finding any, like, really funny videos or anything.
Yeah, dude.
I do plan on streaming Friday, probably. We'll probably do Doom Dark Ages if you're wanting to chill. It's up to you guys though, if you want to come chill or not. Try to just have a good chill time. Doom should be like entertaining because it's fast. I'm gonna be riffing off some bullshit. Probably die because I'm gonna be looking at the phone to read chat, and that might make for some funny moments. But thank you guys for coming to hang out. Thank you guys for chilling with us. I know that the last bit might have been a little boring. We'll figure something out. I'm new to this whole streaming shit, and I'm just trying to do it to have a fun time with y'all and some of my boys. So thank y'all for coming, and I hope y'all have a great night or day.
True.
Pretty true. See you guys in the next one where we turn Birdie inside out for playing Charge.
True. See you guys in the next one where we Thanos snap Birdie away from being a Charge Blade main.
Bro, I already barely touched it. I was like, okay. I'm already there.
Good. He's beginning to heal.
Have you played another boomer shooter? Father, Forgive Me Father, it's pretty good. I have not actually played
really good stuff about that one.
Forgive Me Father.
Wait, Forgive Me Father? That's a game?
In fact, I didn't even play Doom Eternal. But the only reason why I'm playing Doom Dark Age is because day one Game Pass. So, as a Game Pass holder, I might as well. But yeah. Catch you guys later. Thank y'all for hanging out. It was a fun time. Wade the Lao, I'm sorry you caught the ass end of the stream, homie. Maybe next time. But I'll catch y'all.
You guys have a good night.
A good night, guys. You have a good one.
Or good